Hey everyone, welcome back to Effect For You channel. Today, we are going to create fast food promotional like this. So let's get started. As usual, first we need to create a new composition. 1920 by 1080, I call this main comp. Now select rectangle tool, choose fill color red, and stroke none. And create a rectangle shape, like this. Now create a new composition. 2500 by 2500 pixels. I call this Wavelines. Now select pen tool, fill color none, and stroke around 5 pixel. Now create a line, like this. Move the anchor center of the line. Open shape layer, and add zigzag. Now open zigzag, and increase the size 20. And point smooth. Here you can see. Now add repeater. Open repeater, then open transform repeater. Position X0. And move the position Y in negative direction, around -60. Then increase number of copies, until our comp cover with lines. I think we need to increase ridges per segment around 20. Perfect. Now we need to animate this, so press P for position, go to first frame, and add a keyframe, then go to 4 to 5 second forward, and move the Wavelines little bit right side of the comp. Perfect. Now go to main comp and drag Wavelines into the timeline. Rotate the layer around 45 degrees. And resize according to the comp. Now search fill color. And change fill color according to you. Cool. Now create one more new composition. 1920 by 1080. I call this shape comp. Now select pen tool, stroke none, and fill color yellow. Now create a shape like this. Now select shape layer and search turbulent displace effect. And change amount around 30. Now animate the evolution, so hold Alt and click on stopwatch icon. And type time expression. Time into 200. Perfect. Now go to main comp and drag shape comp into the timeline. Now we need to animate this layer. So press P for position, go to 1 second forward. And add a keyframe, then go to first frame and move the shape right corner of the comp. Select both keyframe and ease them, and make your graph like this. Cool. Now I want to create some circle elements. So create a new composition. 500 by 500 pixels. I call this circle. Now select Ellipse tool, fill color none, and stroke around 3 pixel. Now create a circle like this. Move anchor point center of the circle. Now we need to animate this, so press S for scale, go to 6 to 7 frame forward, and add a keyframe. Then go to first frame and change scale amount 0%. Now here I have bounce script. So copy the script. Hold Alt key, click on stopwatch icon, and paste it here. Perfect. Now duplicate the layer. Press U to show keyframes, go to the last keyframe, and decrease the scale amount little bit. Similarly duplicate one more time, and decrease the scale amount little bit. Similarly duplicate the layer multiple time, and decrease the scale amount little bit. I am skipping this part so that you don't have to wait. After duplicate the layers, our comp looks like this. Now offset the layer 2 to 3 frame like this. Perfect. Now we need to animate the opacity also. So select any one layer, press T for opacity, and apply wiggle expression. Now select opacity, right-click, select copy expression only, and paste it into other layers. Here you can see. Cool. Now create a null layer. Parent all layers with null layer. Now we need to apply the posterize expression on position, so press P for position. Hold Alt and click on stopwatch icon, and type posterize expression. Cool. Now go to main comp, and drag circle comp into the timeline. You can increase the scale amount little bit. Move this layer below to shape layer. And search fill effect. And change the color. Now duplicate the layer and adjust in your comp. Now duplicate the layer again and move above to shape layer. And change fill color. And adjust over the yellow shape. Now again duplicate yellow circle. Resize it, and adjust in your comp. Do the same thing multiple time. I am skipping this part so that you don't have to wait. After adjust the circles, our comp looks like this. Now we need to randomly move the layer few frames forward. Perfect. Now we need to add our placeholder. So create one more composition. 1920 by 1080. And this is our placeholder 1 comp. Drag your image into the timeline. Resize according to you. Now go to main comp and drag placeholder 1 into the timeline. And adjust in your comp. Here I have a circle footage. So drag the footage into the timeline below the placeholder layer. change layer mode screen, and adjust behind the image. And you can also resize the layer a little bit. Move both layers few frame forward. Now we need to animate the placeholder, so press S for scale. Go to 5 to 6 frame forward. And add a keyframe, then go to first frame and change scale amount 0%. Now again copy the bounce script. Hold Alt key, click on stopwatch icon, and paste it here. Now again go to few frame forward. And add a keyframe. Then again go to 5 to 6 frame forward, and increase the scale amount around 108%. Then again go to 5 to 6 frame forward and change scale amount 100%. I think we need to increase the scale amount around 110%. Now press R for rotation, go to first frame and add a keyframe. And change rotation -50 degrees. Then go to few frame forward. And change rotation 0 degree, then again go to few frame forward, and change rotation +50 degree. You can adjust the keyframes according to you. Cool. Now we also need to apply the posterize expression on position. Perfect. Now we need to add some others elements. So create a new composition, 400 by 400, I call this element 1. Now here I have some elements. So drag the element into the timeline, and resize according to comp. Now we need to animate this. So go to 10 frames forward, and add a keyframe, then go to first frame and change scale amount 0%. Now again copy the bounce expression, hold Alt key, click on stopwatch icon, and paste it here. Now apply the wiggle expression on rotation. Also apply the wiggle expression on position. Perfect. Go to main comp, and drag element 1 comp into the timeline, and adjust into your composition. You can also resize the scale amount according to you, and move the layer few frame forward. Cool. Now duplicate the element 1 layer, then go to project window and duplicate element 1 comp here. Now hold Alt key and drag element 2 over the element 1 layer. Open element 2 and replace your image. And adjust into your comp, and move the layer few frame forward. You can also change the wiggle amount to make a differentiation. So change the wiggle amount according to your choice. Perfect. Similarly you can add other elements and change the wiggle amount. I am skipping this part so that you don't have to wait. After adjust all elements, our comp looks like this. Perfect. Now we need to add our text, so create a new composition. 1920 by 1080, I call this text 1. Select text tool and type your text. You can change the color according to you. Now we need to animate this, so open text layer. And add position and opacity. Y position around 300 pixels. And opacity 0%. Now select Animator 1, and add Expression Selector. Now open Range Selector, then Advanced. Change Shape Ramp Up. Now open Expression Selector. Here I have Delay Expression. So copy the expression, hold Alt key and click on stopwatch icon, and paste it here. Cool. Now duplicate the layer, and change your text. You can also change text color. Now duplicate the layer one more time. Select bottom layer, turn off foreground color, and stroke 5, and change stroke color. Also move the X position little bit right side of the comp. And move the layers few frame forward. Now go to main comp and drag text 1 into the timeline. You can resize the layer according to you. Now we need to create our button here, so create a new comp. 500 by 200 pixels. I call this button 1. Select rounded rectangle tool, stroke none, and fill color according to you. And make a shape like this. Increase roundness of the rectangle. Now we need to animate this. So go to around 5 to 6 frame forward. And add a keyframe on scale, then go to first frame, and change the scale 0%. Again copy the bounce script. Hold Alt key, click on stopwatch icon, and paste it here. Now select text tool and type your text. Now open text layer, and add opacity, and blur. Blur amount 30. Opacity 0%. Open range selector. Go to first frame, and add a keyframe on start, then go to around 1 second forward. And start amount 100%. Now open advanced and turn on randomize order on. Move the layer few frame forward. Now go to main comp and drag button 1 com into the timeline. And adjust below the text, resize according to your choice. Now go to project window and duplicate the button 1 comp, then drag button 2 comp into the timeline, and resize the layer. Open button 2 comp, and change your text. Move both button and text layers few frame forward. One more thing I want to do with our main text, So open Text 1 Comp, now open Text Layer. Go to Animate and select Scale. Then select Animator 2 and add Wiggly. Increase scale around 105%. Here you can see our text. Cool. Now copy the Animator 2, and paste it into other text layers. Perfect. Now I want to add an element in top left corner. So create a new composition. 2400 by 800 pixels. I call this brush. Now drag brush image into the timeline. Now select rectangle tool. And create a rectangle shape like this. Move the anchor point left side of the shape. Press S for scale. Go to 1.5 second forward. And add a keyframe, then go to first frame unlink scale amount, and change X scale amount 0%. Select both keyframe and ease them. And make your graph like this. Adjust the key according to you. Now select brush layer, and change track matte alpha matte. Perfect. Now select shape layer, and search roughen edges effect. Increase border around 150. Edges sharpness 2. Then search fast blur effect. And increase the blurriness around 6. Cool. Now go to main comp and drag brush comp into the timeline. Resize the layer. And search fill effect. Change fill color as you like. Rotate the layer like this. I think we need to resize it little bit. Now select Puppet tool. And add a point like this. Now adjust these point. I want to make this brush little bit curves. Move the layer below to element layers. And move few frame forward. Perfect. Now I want to create cross elements. So create a new composition. 300 by 300. I call this plus elements. Now select text tool and type plus. Move the anchor point center of the text. Now go to first frame, and add a keyframe on scale. And scale amount 0%. Then go to 1 and 2 frame forward. Increase the scale amount, then again go to 2 to 3 frame forward, and randomly change the scale amount. Do the same thing around 1 second. Now trim the layer. And rotate 45 degrees. Now add time expression on rotation. Now duplicate the layer and move forward. Similarly duplicate around 5 to 6 seconds. Now go to main comp and drag plus element into the timeline. Resize the layer according to you. Now duplicate the layer 2 to 3 times and adjust in your composition. And move the layer few frame forward. Perfect. You can also randomly change the scale amount. Perfect. Now we want to create price tag, so create a new comp. 400 by 400, I call this price 1. Drag circle brush into the timeline and resize according to the comp. Now go to 10 frame forward and add a keyframe, then go to first frame and change scale amount 0%. Now copy bounce script and paste it here. Now select text tool and type your text. Also apply the fill effect on circle brush layer. And change your color. Also change the text color. Now animate the text. So open text layer. And add position, and opacity. Change opacity 0%. And position Y 90 pixels. Open range selector 1, then advanced and change shape, ramp up. Select animate to 1 and add expression selector. Copy the delay expression. Hold Alt key and click on stopwatch icon. And paste it here. Move the layer few frame forward. Now go to main comp and drag price 1 comp into the timeline. Resize according to you. Now animate this, so press P for position. And apply posterize expression. Perfect. Move the layer few frame forward. Cool. Now drag dust grunge footage into the timeline. And change layer mode screen. And increase the scale amount. Perfect. Select all layers and pre-compose them. This is our scene 1. Now create an adjustment layer. Then search curves effect. And adjust your curves. Now search noise effect. Uncheck use color noise. And increase noise amount 15%. Perfect. Our animation has done. Hit 0 for render. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the video, so please, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. For more tutorial I'll see you in the next video.